In today's Clash Royale video, we're gonna take a look at the new evolution Valkyrie in Clash Royale. I'm gonna prove you why the evolution Valkyrie is by far the best evolution ever released in this game. Here we go, guys. Here we're in the first game, and I can tell you guys there are a ton of different variations where you just feel like, or a ton of different situations where you feel like the evolution Valkyrie is just by far the best card ever released. And then there's sometimes some situation where you feel like you don't really get the full potential out of this card. And this is like really situation. We're also at the same time playing the Cannoneer because I love playing Cannoneer and cheap cycle decks. In case you guys don't have the Cannoneer unlocked yet, I would say use the Princess Tower. This might be a good option. Also at the same time, I love using this type of card earlier on because, or like the Cannoneer in the earlier arenas, because a ton of people are playing Mega Knight, and I just really personally hate Mega Knight. So Cannoneer, of course, is really good against Mega Knight, even if we're losing our tower already after the first few seconds. So what I kind of found out about this deck, I was searching up on Royale API, by the way, one of the best Clash Royale websites. So if you want to take a look at like the best Clash Royale decks, besides subscribing to my YouTube channel, you also always, oh, that was by the way really bad, this kind of thing, right? I'm still too dumb. Even I know the Firecracker is a one-shot for my Cannoneer, I'm still not able to get it in play. But yeah, my point was I was looking at the Royale APA and kind of wanted to see the best decks of Evolution Valkyrie, and was really interested to see this Hog Rider deck. Had like by far the best win rate, and also got played the most. And normally decks or like cards which gets used a lot, of course, also from worse players, don't really have a highest win rate, but this deck has a high win rate and a high use rate. This really rarely happens. This kind of shows like how good this deck really is. So I'm just going to go for my Goblins here. With the help of the tower, that should be fine. I think it should be like one shot. And now the great thing is, look at this tower here. The tower should be able to, I think, one-shot it with Log. This is a really good interaction, so I'm just going to go for my Log here. Is it? Yeah, okay. That was a really good Log. I feel like Cannoneer plus Log is one of the best combinations also in the entire game. And now we finally got Evolution Valkyrie. Of course, mainly defensive card, and just like so good. Can completely counter Golem if you play it well enough. The Golem doesn't get any shot into your tower, and you just will like be able to completely defend it. So I'm just going to go for my Earthquake there. I'm just going to take this, not going to lie. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for my Log. I'm just gonna go this. What the heck is happening? How broken is that? That's broken. That's game breaking. This shouldn't happen. This is busted. Okay, I'm just gonna go for this here. Let's go. He goes in for the Prince, and we're just kind of coming back right tower. I mean, like, Hogwarts is gonna get some shots. I'm just gonna go for the Cracker there. Of course, Cracker just like so good. Like, yeah, even without evolution, just one of the best cards, especially in Hogwarts. Cycling. I'm just gonna go Goblin side because it was really obvious that he's gonna pre-arrow that. I'm just gonna go in for this here. I'm also gonna go for my Valkyrie. I just wanna make sure that Fairwing is hopefully gonna die soon. It's not gonna die, so I need to go Bomb Tower, I think. Okay, that was a really bad Bomb Tower, but I wasn't sure if the... I'm still not really familiar with Cannoneer. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a pro player. I used to be a pro player. Now I'm just a content creator. But I'm still sometimes kind of lacking the Cannoneer interactions, but this, of course, will not happen all the time. So soon I got the right interaction. So I'm just gonna go for my Hog Rider now because I know the game is over. And if I go Hog Rider, he goes in for his Valk. I mean for his Cracker. I'm just gonna go Log here. The game is over. GG's were played. And I felt like this one Evolution Cracker got us like such a huge positive X rate, nadoing the Prince, the Mother Witch, Wall Breaker, and also Mega Knight all together, and got us like really huge positive X rate for us. So it's next game up here versus Skull Crusher. I'm just gonna give him good luck and let's see what he does. So gonna go for the Log. He goes for Baron. I'm just gonna go Hog Rare, right? Like, of course, I didn't need to play the Hog because I know Cannoneer is gonna be able to completely counter by Baron Ball. Normally with the Prince Tower you get one shot. So this are kind of interactions you want to learn, especially also with this deck. Not just like the normal interaction with the Cannoneer, but also with the Log, Ice Bird, and so on. So this is something everybody needs to learn, which I personally really like about like adding tower tips to the game, but like everything besides that is pretty bad, the pay-to-win aspect and so on. So let's go for my Bomb Tower. And now we got the matchup, which is really good because of the Cannoneer, but especially against the... let's focus on the Evolution Valkyrie. Evolution Valkyrie is so good against that. Because just like against Electric, just pulling everything always together, and also, which I'm kind of surprised about, how good it really is also against... Okay, they're really good Goblins. So he's gonna have problems now. He's gonna have problems now. He's gonna have problems now. He needs to go for a Knight, but still find so much damage. Really good Goblins. That was kind of like a prediction there, not gonna lie. That was a pretty lucky prediction because I was like thinking maybe he goes to my Baron on the right, so I just went with that. But to be fair, these are kind of predictions can take always, right? Because worst case, they're just gonna go Baron Ball the Log, Baron Ball the Goblins, and you're kind of fine. So yeah, what I kind of want to say about is like normally, which people are kind of doing, is that if you play the Valkyrie high or like the Evolution Valkyrie, they're always like trying to snipe that with, as an example, like a Little Prince. But the Little Prince will always be NATO range, so the Little Prince will get splashed from the Valkyrie, and also yeah, everything gets pulled back, right? So the Valkyrie is gonna survive, and he has no way of killing the Valkyrie. And this is kind of what makes the Evolution Valkyrie so nasty against speedrun cards, against Electric Giant, against Goblin Giant, and so on. It also completely counters Hog if you play it right. So just the potential of this card is immense. So I'm just gonna go for my Hog right there. So far we're looking really good. And yes, so I might just go for my Valkyrie there. Even Valkyrie in this type of situation isn't the best card. I'm still gonna use it because, of course, I kind of need to make sure the knight is doing not doing too much. So sometimes I had like weird interactions where I like was playing Graveyard and I had my my Evolution Valk. The opponent had the Evolution Valk and kind of nadoed my Baby Dragon into him, into his tower. So yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? If she would have had more HP, it would have been absolutely clean defense. So just goes for a Nado here. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, in this type of matchup, she didn't show yet like her full potential. But just because like there was no way for him to come back this one. We just won this game after like a few seconds. So there's nothing like the Evo Valkyrie had to do there. But I can really say the Evolution Valkyrie, especially in defense, is really powerful. But also on offense in some decent amount of situations, just like pull away troops. And people are still not really used to play against her. And they're just like overcommitting a lot. And they're just like panicking, just like play a ton of troops to kill her. And everything gets NATO'd there together. And just feel like this is really helpful, especially in a deck like that where you don't have a big spell besides the Earthquake. So sometimes, especially against 3 Musketeer decks, against Mean Horde decks also, this is really powerful. And you have a ton of splash with the Valkyrie, you got the Earthquake against building, so this deck is basically unbeatable. So guys, next game here, versus Hilty, and yeah, I'm just gonna go for the good luck, and yeah, let's just kind of, I'm just gonna lose some words about the, how's it called? About the shop offer, about the Cannoneer, like $60 or 60 euros, I think, wasn't like to buy that. I actually bought it for content, and just because I always want to test out things, I'm still, in my opinion, this is absolutely ridiculous. I also wrote Supercell a message, where like all the content creators are in, right, gave them feedback and said, putting out this offer at the first, what the heck is by the way this guy playing? And like the first day of the new year is just absolutely ridiculous, especially after last year Clash Royale had. So I don't know how Supercell is doing it or why are they doing that, but yeah, just ridiculous in my opinion. And I just think like if you guys want to get it and you have a ton of money and you're a content creator, I would always say it's fine to do that. I mean, it's really good content, it's really cool, but I'm still like also saying this is like, I don't really think that shouldn't happen. That just shouldn't happen. And I made it clear, Supercell, and I just want to also let you know, guys, that yeah, I hope you guys kind of understand my point as a content creator, which I'm like kind of, I wouldn't say forced to do it. Also, of course, like for CL, right? Imagine like playing CL and I don't have like all the tower abilities, which might be broken at one point. So this is kind of thing, right? So like pro players are kind of forced to buy that. But yeah, I just want to say, I'm like made Supercell really clear, and I feel like everybody might really clear that shouldn't be the way to start off 2024. So let's kind of focus now on the Evolution Valkyrie getting on tower now. Oh, that would have been so massive. Imagine the Valkyrie pulling away the Phoenix, that my Firecracker survives. Unfortunately not happening, but still so good defense. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. We don't need to defend anymore. I was like going for my Ice Bird, but I don't need to go for my Ice Bird. I can just chill, relax, mortenroyale, trust your Cannoneer. And of course, this deck is also really good with Princess Tower. As I said, some matchups this is better, some matchups this is better. I just don't think, yeah. I feel like a ton of pro players are saying that in cycle decks, you actually prefer the Cannoneer if you have it. But the problem is kinda, if you guys want to unlock the Cannoneer free to play, I think like Alpha from Royal API, man, Royal API is really the GOAT. Actually made like he said it takes, yes guys, I'm right, he like this is the real number, half a year. So basically like evolutions, really nice, we love to see this. So I'm just gonna go for this here. What the heck, dude? So like in this type of situation, I feel like Cannoneer is busted. It's the best, it's like the best stuff ever in Clash Royale history. But then there are like matchups where you play against Tombs and you're just straight up losing a tower. So this is fine here. I'm just gonna go for my Firecracker. Just gonna go for my Hog right. I'm also gonna go for my Log there, because now I can also go for an EQ here. The Firecracker gets another shot. Hog Rider gets a shot. This game is over. GG's well played. Let's go. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this was an interesting game, and one Evolution Valkyrie basically did a really great job. Got a ton of damage on tower. Of course, also 1 second away like from like keeping the firecracker alive. So guys, next game here was Sinixia Crew. So let's see, we're just gonna give him good luck. And I might just go for my Ice Spirit directly to the bridge and kind of want to find out what is he doing, what is his plan, what is his mission on life. So I'm just gonna go for my Cracker here. He just got the Evolution Knight. Poor guy. By the way, if you guys thought about buying a Pass Royale, I can actually tell you it's absolutely worth it. Valkyrie is really, really strong. Also, it's like a ton of fun to play. I feel like the interaction is really cool. Make sure to use create code mode in the shop. You can also use in every single other Superstar game in case you're playing Brawl Stars, basically playing Clash of Clans, but enough advertisement. So I'm just gonna go for my Hog Rider here and also gonna go for this. So he goes for that. Hog Rider gets a massive shot, and I don't know, there's like so much damage. One more shot, please. Unfortunate. But I don't know, I can just go for my lock here. Now I'm just gonna go play my early Cracker. And the Cracker should splash everything away, right? Okay, now I can just go for my Ice Spirit here. Of course, against Ramb, also way more powerful, really good defense. He goes in for late hours. This kind of means he's low on Elixir, right? So I love going in for my Goblins here. Of course, with the Valkyrie, compared to Knight, you get like a 1, or like your deck is a bit more expensive, but overall also, I would say like a bit more solid on defense. But I just like absolutely love the Evolution Valkyrie. I just really love the interaction. I feel like the concept of the Valkyrie's Evolution Valkyrie is really cool. Maybe a bit too strong overall, but also at the same time, I feel like what makes her like hated, I would say, is just like the general fact that nobody has Evolution. So if everybody would have access to this card and like would have access without paying like $100 each month, I think this would be a really cool thing, Clash Royale. So using my Firecracker in the back, and I might just go now for my Valkyrie in front. And I kind of want to see what's happening if I'm doing that. It's honestly not the worst timing, because he just used his Knight in the opposite lane. So let's see what's going to happen. Okay, he's going to play it out of NATO range, which was a smart decision. But now it's going to pool. Now it's going to pool. Almost killing that. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to go for my Cracker there here, directly in the back. He might just go for a Lumberjack. I'm just going to go for my Valkyrie. That's completely fine. He could go for the ability, but I don't really think it's worth it. And he knows it's over. I know it's over. And overall, we're doing a great job here. I'm just going to go for my Ice Spirit. Ice Spirit plus Hog Rise coming down. So I might just go for the lock here. He just goes in for this. I'm just going to go for my lock. I don't really need to defend this anymore, right? I think. No, I'm just going to go Goblins. So I might just go in for my Hog Rider there. Hog Rider is coming down. And I might just go in for my Ice Spirit. Okay, I'm just going to go for my lock there. I'm just going to go Goblins here. Make sure to protect my tower. In case he goes in for arrows, it's fine. I'm just going to set up a Cracker, and we're just going to set up a Valk. I'm also going to go Ice Spirit here. And this game is over, guys. This game is over. I think overall plays really well, and the Evolution Valkyrie on defense is so powerful. Of course, I also love using like Kenny in this deck, but I think most of you guys don't have it. Unless you like spend your whole house like me. But yeah, this deck is absolutely incredible. If you guys don't want to miss any Clash Royale videos just like that, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to use code BORN and check also yesterday's video out with the best Kenny deck in Clash Royale.